Hello everyone, it's Karen Jean from X Libris Crafts. Today we are going to be making some snowman cards, so let's get started. Here I have cut down a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock front. I cut it down just 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch on two sides to make it fit because I wanted to have a border around the card. Now I'm taking a piece of Gina K's Masking Magic and using just an empty spool that I had to draw the half circle. You could freehand it, I've done that as well. But I want to make a mask for the snowman so that we can go ahead and do the card and still have our white snowman's head. So I'm just sketching it out, putting a little bit of nose there. I really just need the tip of the nose, I don't need the whole nose itself. And we're going to do some fussy cutting with my little Fiskars spring-loaded snips. And this part of the video is sped up, double-timed to make things just go a little faster. It's a quick and easy card, and it's fun to do. You get to play with some ink and some color and shading. So there we have our snowman mask, and I'll be able to reuse that quite a few times before I will have to throw it away. Lining it up on the bottom. And let's get going. The inks that I've chosen are Distress Oxides, Tumble Glass, Dusty Concord, and Chipped Sapphire. The spun sugar is going to be used for his cheeks, and so I'm setting that aside. These are going to be the sky, a winter sky. That is the Altenew ergonomic blending brush. I love it. It doesn't leave any harsh lines or markings. As you can see when I go in, I do start off the paper, but it's just a really smooth blend. I absolutely love it, especially for larger things like this. Then I'm just going in with my regular blending tools to layer up the colors and add some dimension. And it really doesn't matter at this point how blended or messy it looks. You can see where I had a bit of a heavy hand, and you can see the outline of the blending tool in the ink. I'm just throwing down some color. Yeah, see, it does not matter because I'm going back over it with the tumbled glass to blend it all out and to tone it down. I'm liking it, but I still think it needs something extra. So play a little more color in, blend it out with the lighter color, making sure it's all nice and smooth. I really love that ergonomic blending brush. You can also get them on AliExpress for less money. I don't remember where I got mine. I think I shop around for it. I got some from AliExpress. I also got some from a regular, .com. I don't know if it was Crafts Online or Scrapbook.com. I'm not sure. Just spritzing down some water because it's Distress ink, so it is water soluble. So cleaning that up. And now for the reveal. Let's take a look, see what our snowman's going to look like. There we go. I'm using colored pencils to draw in the nose. You can use anything you want, crayons, pencils. Because the nose is a tip, I couldn't figure out how to do it with ink, and I did not want to pull out the brushes and the watercolors, or even watercolor it in, because that's not the look of this card. So now I'm just drawing like a crooked carrot on there, and then when I took a look at it, I thought it was a little bit too skinny, so I wound up just going ahead and making it your typical triangle shaped carrot, which is fine. So I'm just laying down some color. You always build up light to dark, then taking a little bit of dark red down there on the bottom. Not really using the tip of the pencil, but more of the side of the pencil. Get some blended in there using my finger. Taking a brown pencil, excuse me, adding the little lines, blending it out again with the orange. my finger on top. Now for the cheeks, I'm using that little Ranger mini ink or whatever it's called. I'm not quite sure. That little blending stick, and just tap, tap, tapping to get the cheek in there. I realized when I placed the nose over there, it was kind of laying on top of where that cheek would go. So just carefully put it in there. I'm using a glaze pen. It has a nice little shine to it. Takes a little bit of time to dry. Not too much though. And I'm going to use that for the eyes and the mouth. Yep. And there's the mouth. And now we have to let that dry because that paper is pretty saturated with that ink. So I'm going to let it dry. And once it's dry, I'm going to glue it down to the card front. And here it is glued down to the card front, and it's time to decorate. Using some liquid pearls. Just making some snowflakes. This has got to be one of the easiest cards to make. You can do it with watercolors, as I've done when I'm messing around with my watercolors. It's a lot of fun. The ink is very easy to make, especially if you have one of those ink blending tools. And here we have some silver. First was white, pearlescent white. Now we're doing a pearlescent silver. Get a little bit more dimension. Things going on in the night sky. Now we're going to jazz it up with a little bit of sequins and snowflakes and stuff. And that one right there just kind of fell in one of the liquid pearls I put down, so that's where he stayed. The liquid pearls would act as glue to keep it there. Now we're just plopping in some sequins, and look at that, a snowflake. And that's our glitter glue I'm using, and it will dry clear, as you will see at the end when we get all this done. And there it is, the finished product. The snowy sky with the snowman. And now I'm going to show you some other iterations of it that I've done. I hope you've enjoyed spending some time with me and learning how to do this card. I really appreciate you, and if you're not yet a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. I'll be doing card making videos, I think maybe about once a week. They're fun, they're easy, and it's a good way to express some creativity. So enjoy, make some snowman cards yourself. Have a very happy holiday season, however you may celebrate it. Thanks for stopping by.